Well, let's start with transfer activity. Gaffer, where are we in terms of players in and out at this moment in time?
Well, obviously, what will be said today is that Jermaine Anderson will be leaving us and joining Bradford City. One is he's got every attribute to be a top player, Jermaine. It's just not worked out for him in the season that's been, and you know, he went off to Doncaster on loan, started really well and it drifted a little bit, but he's got up there to play in a certain system that I think will suit him. So my understanding is he's gone up there and signed a deal to the summer, with the option on both to take that forward. And I think he goes up and joins a good manager, a good club with what, 17, 18, 19,000 supporters behind you in every home game. I think he'll embrace it, and he certainly goes with mine, and everyone here's best wishes. He's an absolute diamond as a kid. You
obviously brought 4 in ahead of the last game, but now it's about balancing act.
Well, our chairman's made it clear, hasn't he, publicly, privately, any way you want to get it, is that we have to move some players out for us just to finish off what we'd like to do. And he's not just 100% right. If you can say he's 1,000,000% right, it is certainly the case. You know, we've given good players here an opportunity to go and play football, and they've decided for whatever reason at different clubs that it wasn't for them at this minute in time. I think that may change as the days unfold in this transfer window, as we get nearer the day where they realise that playing on the training ground in 23s games and training all week not playing is pretty hard to take. And the good kids, the good lads, the great lads, and the good players. I think we'll see some activity going out, but of course the individual always holds the cards to the final decision.
And for those that are sort of on the periphery of leaving, those 23 games are a good opportunity to put themselves into the shop window and to show them what they're all about. And of course you had one this week against Northampton, and a goal in the first minute and a goal in the last minute. Yeah,
and some good performances. I think there's no one disputing that Ben White was exceptional. There's no one disputing that Rhys Bennett beside him did really well. With lots of players, you know, Colin Daniel, we've had inquiries for some of these lads. Matty Stevens does what Matty Stevens does, and works incredibly hard and gets a goal. So very worthwhile exercises, and an opportunity for a number of interested clubs and some of the players that played that game to watch them at first hand. And Barry's phone was very hot in the evening, and I was off to Luton with Barry to watch your opposition for Saturday, and I think he spoke on the phone to different people the whole journey.
Yeah, by all accounts, Luton very good in that tie, particularly in the first half against Sheffield Wednesday. Probably didn't get the plaudits they deserved because they ended up losing, of course.
I think I've seen a miss in the second half that I've never seen before, when two players could put it in from half a yard and it comes back off the post. So unlucky, those guys were dying to put that across the line. I thought Luton's performance was great from start to finish. Could have been 2-0 ahead at the interval. And I've had these conversations in my own dressing room with my own staff. Does those, unfortunately not taking those chances, does it come back to haunt you? Of course, Sheffield Wednesday get the goal, and but they had to defend resolutely against what I thought was a spirited and an excellent Luton Town performance. And when you see them play like that for Mick, and it's carried on under what Nathan was producing, then it's you know, they're going to change and put another manager. And I probably think Mick could do that job anyway, because the pattern they're playing, the system and the team is pretty much not changing.
It's probably the most lucrative job in the Football League at the moment, isn't it, Luton, in terms of a manager coming into it, new stadium on the horizon, excellent home record, good players in a decent position in the table. I'm sure they've been have people fighting over themselves to get that job.
Yeah, I think if it was a bit lucrative, I think you'd fancy Huddersfield, wouldn't you? No, I think, listen, it's a wonderful club, isn't it? I'm not going to pay them any more homage and tributes that anyone else will. It's fantastic fan base. Got approval for a new stadium, which will give everyone at the football club a boost. Any manager getting the opportunity to work with that squad and try and enhance it is walking into something that's not often there. You're right, it's normally a fight against relegation or a team that's on the slide, but you know, they've got good players, and I've got no doubt the board down there will pick a good manager.
How difficult a test is it for your players? I mean, excellent home record versus an excellent away record this weekend.
Particularly strong at home, aren't they? You know, it's no surprise the atmosphere that's created from the seats is tremendous. They've got good players, which you always need, but we go there, we've got good players going on our team coach. We'll take a great support as Posh do around the country, and we'll try and compete in a football match, and we'll try and come back adding to our points tally. We know how difficult that will be, but I don't think Mick Harford for 1 second thinking it's going to be easy against the Posh.
And how's the squad shaping up fitness-wise?
Well, it's good. You know, we're all in good shape. There's probably only Matty Godin that won't train today, but he should train tomorrow. Just a little ankle knock that he twisted in training at the back end of last week, but was still fit to carry on, but was feeling it again, so we couldn't play him in the closed door game. But we're in terrific shape otherwise. We've got everyone available. I've sent a spy to Luton, so Mick, you know, he's already in the trees, so we'll know exactly what Luton's doing. It's brilliant, isn't it? Why don't we all do it?
I think, to be fair, anything that puts a mask over Sean's got to be worth doing, isn't it?
Well, Sean doesn't need to go on camouflage, and you can work that out for yourself. He could just stand and fade into the background.